Hello, everybody. This is Mike from MBoxWave.com, and I'm trading this morning's crude oil. Got in a long position. There's this looks like a strong breakout right here, and accompanied with a really big pace of offers. Usually I trade more pullbacks than breakouts, but when I do see a strong breakout, I will trade it. So I'm just going to go into the analysis and let's see what happens. So the market's just opened recently, and here we had the spring and a buy imbalance plus 17 right here, which means there's more buying than selling on this down move here. So I meant to adjust my stop, but I didn't even get to do that yet since I just hit the record button. All right, so I'll explain all that. So let me go through the analysis and then I'll explain the stop. And I also have to pick my take profit. Let's do that so that it's just set. So usually for take profits, I like to use a previous level of support or resistance, and zooming out on the 1 minute chart, we don't really have that here. So I'm going to go to the 5 minute chart. All right, so on the 5 minute chart, let me move this up here. Let's see what the possibilities are. So I'm looking at, so we got in here. So if we go up, okay, this is a previous support. That's a previous support, previous support, previous support. So if I went out here, see if I could put it here, take profit, and would it make my goal of 5,000 for the day? So that's not ideal. Could put it here, it'd be slightly less. Got 1, 2, we got 2 points that are around the same level. All right, that'll get me over. I'll try that and monitor the trade. So I'm setting that take profit at the previous level of support. And oftentimes support becomes resistance or resistance becomes support. So I had somebody ask me about, my exit strategy. So we'll see how that goes. So I did take the trade off the 1 minute chart. Let's see what happens. All right, we're about 1,200 in profit. That's fine. All right, so let's see what was going on at the time of the trade. So we had this, spike of MPace, so pace of offers, spike. And we also see that pace of offers in control. All right. If you compare to the red bar histogram, so we are in control and we have a huge momentum here. And what's interesting is it happened at this breakout level, so that's not something to overlook either. So this huge momentum happened at this breakout, so that's why I viewed it as strong. I put my stop loss not under the swing, it just was too far. Put it under this breakout candle, and it seemed like a good place since this is actually where the breakout occurred. Looked like things might continue. All right, so we've got that. We've got, large cumulative buying going on here. Large cum buying. All right. And then, we had some, I saw this as the initial demand, and when we got in, this was like around this level, so renewed demand. So initial MBox demand and renewed demand. Okay. So at the same time, on the flip side, right, at this lower low, there's no supply, right? You see it contracts. Now this is, yeah, it's gone. It's really, looks quite large here. Wonder how it compares to the. So it looks, zooming out, looks pretty large compared to the previous day. So, that's very, very strong. All right. I mean, at the time of the trade, I didn't see this, but this definitely right now exceeds the previous day. And this right here, the cumulative delta also exceeds the previous day. So that's good to know. So that gives me even more confidence we'll hit this take profit level. All right. So I was going to say we have this no supply. All right. And it might be harder to see now, but right here, if you see right here, there's actually an MBox buy imbalance. See the red box is above 0. It means there's more buying. So at this bar right here, we were going down, but there's more buying, which is good to know because literally there's no supply here. There's a buy imbalance and no supply. So that's another point of confluence. Guess there's no room to write it, but I mentioned it. All right, so at this point of no supply, we had, a spring and a plus 17 buy imbalance. So we had a spring buy signal and a plus 17, I'll just put it here, plus 17 buy imbalance. All right. So we came out here, we broke out, and I'd also like to mention that these two algos right here, right? So they worked here, but at this point where we broke out of them, they become failed sell algos. So I've talked about failed algos before, but they it can be powerful when you combine it with other points of confluence, right? And use them, to tally up your total to see how many points you have in your direction. All right. So, if we count all the points of confluence here, how many did we have? We started with these pace of offers spike, and they're in control. I could say this is 2 points because not only we're in control, we've got a spike. Okay, that's 2. Large cumulative buying, we transitioned from selling to buying, that's 3. We have initial demand and, so that's 4. We have renewed demand, 5. No supply, 6. We had a buy imbalance here, that's 7. We had a spring buy signal and a plus 17 buy imbalance, so that's 7. Okay, hold on, I lost my count. That's 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 8, 9, right? With the plus 17 buy imbalance and the spring buy. So that's 9 points. And these 2 failed algos, says there's still at 2 points. So that's 11 points. Plus, we had this breakout line, which is a huge point because we have huge momentum on this breakout. Huge MPace momentum on breakout. Okay, I think that's one of the most important points here. All right. So we got 11 points of confluence, about 3,500 in profits. So that looks good. Looks like we're maybe getting another pullback algo. I don't think I'm going to add on at this point, since it looks like we're kind of close to the profit, but Wave hasn't confirmed yet either. So guess we'll see. Guess I could talk a little bit while we're waiting. I've been getting a lot of emails lately, asking why I haven't been doing videos lately and so forth. And the answer is I am trading. I do trade usually 4 times a week. Usually take Fridays off. I just am editing the video, piecing it together, uploading it to YouTube, posting to Facebook, Twitter, and then doing an email, takes like 2 hours, after recording the video. And, I got to do video editing, all these things. I mean, it's just some background information, not everybody needs to know that, but that's one of the reasons. The other reason is because I've been working on some new indicators, and some indicators that are going to show a representation, like visually on the chart, who's in control, the bids or the offers, right? And so that is really nice to have on the chart to see who's in control. So instead of looking down here, you'll see it on the chart, right? And I've been also working to enhance the MPace algorithm. Anyway, so those are the things I've been working on, and all that takes a lot of time, a lot of research and a lot of testing and so forth. But anyway, so looks like we're still in this trade, and it's going to take a little more time. So I'm going to put the video on pause and come back when we see something more. All right, so we're back, and just hit the take profit. So that's the order fill right there. Got in here, got out there. We are $6,600 in profit, so that's good. I'd like to hit 5,000. Trade worked out really well, all these points. And, initially when I zoomed out, it looked like this huge demand here. I thought, well, when I put the record on pause, I thought maybe I will adjust my take profit and see if it goes higher, but I didn't. I didn't because I saw, this contraction here. That was just a big drop. And so I decided, okay, I'll just get out, because conditions are changing. Maybe it'll reaccumulate. This is also dropped off a little bit. Also see the paces. You see, all three are showing, they're declining. The paces, cumulative delta is declining. MBox delta is declining, and I guess this wave is not done, so we don't know, but this looks declining too. Well, anyway, it's like that. It's when there's some uncertainty, and you have profits, it's usually a good time just to get out. So I had about 11 points of confluence. Trade worked out well. Like I said, usually I trade more pullbacks, but this was a strong breakout on the MPace, so thought I would do it, and it turned out good. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll have some good stuff coming out in the next probably couple of months. A couple new indicators showing who's in control visually on the chart, and an updated MPace algorithm. All right, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and catch you next time. Bye-bye.